I'm the Bumeister. Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Today we're diving into Supersensory Shakedown. Soon after the Fortune Cup ended, Yusei found himself in another duel against a man claiming to be a Dark Signer. After Yusei defeated his foe, he attempted to question, but the individual had no memory of what had just transpired. The man seemed to be under some sort of mind control. However, this was the moment that Yusei met the journalist Carly Carmine. Hi, I'm Carly Carmine, and I was hoping you could tell me what it's like to be the first amateur to take on Domino City's new champ. What happened here with this freaky dude in the hood? Hey, do you hear sirens? Who called security? We better get out of here before they start asking questions. But my interview! We'll finish it later. Later on, Yusei met up with Rex Goodwin to find answers about the Dark Signers. Yusei, the time has come for me to tell you the truth. But why don't we start with this mark? That is the mark of the Crimson Dragon. It belongs to those who protect our world from the darkness. This darkness is dangerous. It can take on many forms, even those of your friends. But you will know their identities, for they will have the Mark of the Shadows. A Mark of the Shadows? You must be the Dark Signers. Just as you were chosen to protect the light, they chose to protect the darkness. They will stop at nothing to annihilate you. To increase their strength, they absorbed human souls, even though of the innocent. You and your friends must combine your strengths and defeat the Dark Signers. And if we can't, what if they release the Shadows? If that should happen, well, you've already seen a glimpse of our fate. After talking with Goodwin, Yusei was dispatched to Satellite in order to seek out the Dark Signers. That's when he met an old friend. Hey, Yusei! Good to see you, Crow. What have you been up to? You know me, still fighting the good fight, robbing the rich, defeat the poor, and all that. So I hear you're some big shot champion now. Yeah, something like that. Crow, why are the streets so deserted? These creepy cats have been coming around lately. They spout these wacky teachings, trying to round up followers. I better look into this. Before too long, Crow and Yusei both come face to face with the Dark Signer. Yusei! And his bird-brained friend! Kalen Kessler, is that really you? I thought you were gone forever. Wrong, Yusei. While I was away, I made some new friends. I believe you already dueled one of my associates. You mean the Dark Signer? You're on their side? But you were once our friend. Once your friend, yes, but now your enemy. Now get ready for the duel of your life! He's a Dark Signer. This is what Goodwin was talking about when he said the darkness became in the form of a friend. During their duel, Kalen summoned Earthbound Immortals Kekpak Apu, and the creature absorbed human souls throughout the arena. Kalen then used this monster to defeat Yusei. Yusei's friends immediately rushed to Yusei's side. Meanwhile, Luna and Leo discussed their next move to stop the Darksiders. Since we fight evil, that means we're superheroes, and superheroes are always supposed to stick together. That's like their most important thing. I think their superpowers are most important. Anyway, you're absolutely right, Leo. Let's stick together right here in this nice, cozy mansion. What about Akiza? She might be a signer, but that doesn't mean we can trust her. She's part of that weird Acadia movement that's got all the psychics. Their main objectives is train duelists to inflict real damage. But Akiza would never really want to hurt people. Who knows? I say we stay as far away as possible. But Yanagi agreed that us heroes gotta stick together. What if she needs our help? Or what if Yusei's in trouble and we need Akiza's deck as backup? There's like a million reasons why this is a good idea. Meanwhile, Leo, Luna, Bolt, and Tenzin traveled to Arcadia Movement headquarters to get help from Akiza. You want to see Akiza? She's awfully busy. What's so incredibly important that you've come all the way here? And she has the Mark of the Dragon. That means she's a superhero. Luna and me are superheroes too. We're going to help our friend Yusei and fight the Dark Signers and save the whole city. I've been monitoring some strange occurrences myself lately. I would love to help you. You would? My Arcadia Movement represents all that is good. I'll promise you that I'll do everything to stop this threat. Alright. Thank you. Now if you just excuse me, I'll go get Akiza. Ugh. Unfortunately, the entire visit was a trap set up by Sayer. His intention was to test Leo's abilities to find out if they were similar to Luna's. Where's Luna? Where am I? Why am I chained up with this gizmo on my head? That hat detects latent psychic powers, assuming that you have any. Latent what? You said you were going to get Akiza and help us fight the Dark Signers. I will make society pay for how they've discriminated and treated psychics throughout time. What are you going to do to me? Take my brain or something? Of course not. You're here to take a test to see if you have the power of a psychic duelist. Akiza was just a preview. I have a dozen more psychic duelists at my command. Psychics can do incredible things with their minds. Does that mean Akiza's gonna help you get even? But she's supposed to be a hero. A hero? She doesn't even know what I'm really doing here. Now, what do you say we start that test? Good heavens, that was about 5 minutes of story. rewrite that real quick here. Whoa. 0, 35, 30. There we go. And I am 2-1, or 1-2. I have lost count. It's not important whether or not I got to go first or get to go first or second. Really, it's a matter of whether or not I win the duel. So we're playing as Sayer. And Sayer obviously is using a psychic type deck. Excuse me. One defensive monster from Leo. Sayer has the Thought Ruler Archfiend. One tuner and one more non-tuner monster. This card is directed down. Okay. Alright, so we have Brain Research Lab. Once per turn, you can normal summon one psychic type monster in addition to your normal summon or set. If successful, place one psychic counter on this card. You can also place one psychic counter on this card instead of paying life points to activate any psychic type monster's effect that you control. When this card is removed from the field, the controller of this card takes 1,000 damage for each psychic card. Select the monster to normal summon. Well, let's summon normal summon. You. And we will also bring out the Psychic Commander. Battle Teleportation. Activate if you control only one face-up Psychic type monster. Select that monster. You can attack your opponent directly during this turn. But at the end of the turn, give that control to your opponent. Enter the damage step. Activate the effect of the card. You can pay life points of multiples of 100. Max of 500 to have the monster battling lose that much defense till the end of the turn. No. Because it didn't have any cards attached to it, so it didn't matter. Morphonic Repair Unit. Junk Box. It's gonna tuner summon. Pyrochul Dragon. I might be the one in trouble this time. I probably should have set Battle Teleportation. I don't even know, because, again, it's a mystery. Rock Plater. Oh, boy. Gonna negate that. Psychic Jumper, but I don't need another tuner. Activate. We're gonna summon Dr. Cannon. Or Dr. Cranium, excuse me. And I'm going to also add Psychic Snail. Which means I can now summon Thought Ruler Archfiend. Yep, no, we need to get rid of you ASAP. What? Rude. I don't think I'm running this deck, just saying. Especially when it keeps doing that. with the middle one again. Doesn't matter because he's got all these stupid equip cards. Well, at least since I lose, Psychic offering target 3 Psychic type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into the deck and draw 2 cards. It doesn't matter. I've lost the duel. It doesn't matter. Because yeah, even with this turn, that thing is monstrous right now. I'll go with that one this turn just because I can currently. Rocket Plater. Good. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter. Alright, Tip says, summon Psychic Jumper and another Psychic type monster on the same turn to steal the Power Tool Dragon. Alright, well, I don't have to go through the 5 minutes of story. I'm looking at getting ready to start building XYZ decks. Granted, right now, obviously, XYZs are not important. Because they are not a main story beat, so I'm not worried about them necessarily at the moment. Alright, set you there, and we'll start with the Reinforced Human Psychic Borg. And just because I can. Alright, we'll see just how borked I am on this turn. Remember, it's 2 rounds of the story deck. And if I can, during the story, or with the story decks. There it goes again. Of course, he's looking for all the double tool C and Ds. He can, because that adds 1,000 attack and can destroy my monster. Yep, because during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot... Could you stop? Yeah, no. Oh, hang on. It attacks any effects on the attack target and they activate, negate it in the battle phase. Alright. Fine. Be that way if you want. Summon you back. Ugh. How many stars are you? You're 8 stars, so that's not going to help, especially with all 3 of these tuners. Do that, I think. Yeah. Yep, because remember, his attack increases on his turn. He's going to grab another stupid card. Rocket Plater. Another double tool D, C, and D. I really don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, there's another one. So its attack's going to increase ever so fold. Wolfratronic Scopin. Summon Slingin'. Are you gonna summon another? No. Yeah. Oh look! Another one! Another power tool dragon. Summons in defense mode this time. Now he only should have 3 double tool C&Ds, so I'm good there, I think. I mean, to be fair, this is also the first duel in 9 that I've gone even, or that I will probably end up going. I mean, let's try this. That helped a little bit. Of course, Power Tool is going to try and find more cards. Rocket Platter, more Photronic Repair Unit. I wish instead of shuffling them back in the deck, it would destroy them, but I understand why it doesn't do that. Rocket Plater, of course. Another Morphotronic Boom Boxin. Of course, why would you not destroy? There it goes. Alright. Alright, Morphotronic Vidian at 645 points. I will be back at the end of my last turn with my next deck. Alright, this is the final turn. Why? I don't need to do much of anything else. Even with the defense monster set in defense mode. Turn's over. Sorry, Luna. Looks like the boy isn't special after all. At least I still have the girl. Alright, so we got the next duel. Digging Deeper. Supersensory Shakedown Reverse Duel unlocked. Leo's deck, Morphotronic Power Tool. Power Tool Dragon, Morphotronic Map. Morphotronic Slingin', 1300 duel points. Alright, so we're going to dive into the next episode with Digging Deeper. And that's in 2 weeks' time. Until then, I'm the Bumeister, and as always, I have been obediently yours.